Well, hello and welcome back to my back step. It's another crazy melt day. I have got some more scrap to melt. There's a bunch of copper in here. This is slag stuff in that. But I still got all of that copper that I took from the motor. I've got more copper that I worked on with stuff down in my basement. And if you've seen my short already, that basement I'm turning into a workroom for a lot of this stuff because I want to get the back step. Well, it's not mostly the back step, it's mostly I want to get my room cleared out from all of my tools and everything that I've been bringing up there and making a mess of things, really. So I want to get that cleaned up, so it's going to go back to more of a studio look, and that's what it originally was to begin with. I do still have these pieces here. I may melt them down again. I will see how much time in that I do have, but the big thing I'm doing right at the very get-go is I have a pile of this aluminum, and it's this stuff, and this is stuff that I want to get melted down because it takes up a lot of space and there's almost no weight to it. I've also got this here full. I've still got the pieces over here that I'm keeping for my mix stuff because this is nice and clean. This stuff is clean too, but it's just easier to work. And I have this cast stuff that's in here that can be melted down as well. I've got these bleach containers that I'm marking for my... This is going to be what my slag is going to go in, so it'll all be nice and neat and tidy. I'm going to see about putting some hooks or something there somewhere that I can hang these on and not have to worry about them being down in the way. Let's get my stove going. I bring out a new crucible to put in there because the old one is getting rather tethered. I think I got another one in my bag too, but I bring out another one. Let me show you the difference. Okay, so here's the 3 kg one that I had. You can see it's very thin now. And it's getting to the point where I'm not as comfortable using it. It can probably still be okay to use. This one is a 2 kg one, so it's a little smaller. But this is the same way the ring started on it. Look at the difference. Alright, that's a massive amount of stuff gone off of it. But this one is smaller. Be a little bit easier to handle. Clean up my furnace a little bit. So I won't have to I won't have as much in it, which is fine, but I shouldn't drop as easy either. So I'm going to fill this with aluminum. I'm going to start my aluminum up there now. Now a lot more is going to go in there, but that's the start. The plug always helps. Now that that's prepping, I'm going to take these off. I'm just going to straighten up a little bit of stuff that I got here. I do have a marker because I bring out... Oh! This as well. This is not drinking water, so I have to mark it. Just for safety. That's not marking very well. Do not drink. Because there's cleaner probably still left in this, but this is for fire hazard stuff. Safety, safety, safety. All those little shards of aluminum. I'm hoping to get rid of this. Is what I'm going to mostly focus on. Once that bit melts in there, I'm going to start throwing this in and using that up first. Just because I want to get that stuff out of the way. Like I said, it takes up a lot of room. And it's not a lot of weight to it. I've got my other gloves with me too. But I want to see what molds I got. Okay, I got my heart. I got my carved plow print, which came out a lot better in my opinion than the original one. It still needs a bit of work. It's a little rough in some spots, but I'm not going to work on that today. I've got my adjustables for picking up the molds. Lay those over there. I might use those because I might start twisting up some of that wire that's down there and have it done. There's a glove I was looking for because this is the ones I like to use when I'm handling my molds, because I don't get as dirty. Bubble wrap. Yeah, see, I got a 2 kilogram crucible here that I've already used once. But that's okay, I'll use that one. I've got more in there. I bought some extras. And I believe I have a 3 kilogram one on the way. I also got some more of these. I only bring the 2 out. I have 4 now, but I only bring the 2 out. I figured they'd be good enough for today. And of course, my tongs. They're a must, because I'm not picking that crucible up with my fingers. And I got my scale in my book. So let's get a little organized. Let's get a little bit organized here. Let's put my molds over because they're going to have to preheat. I'm going to put them all over on the just on the edge. I didn't really see much then, did you? I just laid them on front of the stove there, that's all. Furnace. It gets hot, so I call it a stove. It's a furnace. All this bubble wrap can go in here. I'm going to take that in. Put it in there. There's a good spot for it, in the garbage. Pliers and wire cutters. Bring me a little lunch, because I don't know how long I'm going to be out here. It's always good to have something to drink anyway. Oh look, another water bottle. That one's empty. I got some more little aluminum bits in there. A couple of cans. Probably throw them down in there too. I've got lots of copper to melt right now. I've still got these part bits here to pour as well to melt it back down. Put my scale up. Put my book up. So it's empty now. Go back in the house. Now, what can I do with these containers? These, I'm not doing nothing with those ones yet. This is all little fine hair copper, except for the pipe. What's down to this one? These ones are already all twisted. These ones are not. So let's just get some of this. Twist it up a bit. I may do a copper melt on some of this today too, maybe. There's some bigger stuff in there too. This is going to be, I'm going to need something to dump this on. Because I'm going to start losing copper if I start doing it like this. Well, I got the bucket there anyway. And I got this one here for my slag, which is going to be a melt one day in itself, because there's a good bit of copper in there. And my aluminum slag bucket is actually full of aluminum at the moment. That's this one here. And I'm going to do this one for probably brass, or the copper brass, the bronze that I've been making. But right now I'm going to take this bag that I got from the motor, this bag of copper here, and I'm just going to start picking out some of that and trying to twist it up and trying to get it together a bit, because I got all these little copper brackets in here too that I can take off and keep separate. And yes, they are copper. I checked it out, and I was very pleasantly surprised when I took apart this stator that it was full of those, and I was like, they look copper, I wonder if they are. So I did a little researching, and sure enough, they're solid copper. So they're going to make for a good melt. As you can see, I'm not doing very big ones, I'm just doing little ones. And then I'm just going to twist them up like this so I can stick a whole bunch of them in the stove. Furnace! I'm going to do that a lot. I'll get back with you in a little bit, guys. I'm just going to sit here and twist some of this for a while. While I'm waiting for my furnace to get up to temperature. It's already at almost 600 degrees. It's going up really fast, so that aluminum will melt down pretty quick. I'm going to change tactics on this a little bit because this is killing my hands, so I'm just going to start snipping these little wires right into the crucible in small little bits. This is all the stuff from the motor, so it should go pretty simply. I'm not going to do them one at a time, but this is just to show you what I'm going to do. I'm going to snip them in little bits and let them drop in there until I get to full. As you can see, that stuff is like a bottomless pit. You can just keep stuffing it in. I'm going to give it another minute, let it heat up again. Then I'm going to add some more. That little bit of stuff I put in only had about this much in the bottom, so I'm going to just keep adding and getting a little bit of a base. I'm going to tell you some of this stuff because I'm trying to walk around things here now, and I'm stepping over a lot of things, and it makes it very clumsy for walking, which is why I'm looking at putting something up where I can hang these buckets up in that, so that they're out of the way. I'll leave all this aluminum stuff over here. It really smells when I'm putting it in, but that's it. This is my aluminum slag that I've collected so far. I am going to let the aluminum get really hot. I've been twisting some more of this instead of cutting it. I found a bit of an easier way to do it, but it's still an ongoing process. And I want to get this aluminum melted down. Alright. So that's my main focus. It's glowing a little red over there now, so I could probably add some more. Okay, it's about a little over half full now, so that's going to be about hot enough. Let's let that melt down and then I'll pour that one. Oh, not enough. Not enough for a bar at all, but I got my coin poured. That shrank down even more than I thought once it all started melting. want to get full bars. I don't want a half bar like that. What I am going to do with that is when that one melts, then I'll pour the heart mold, and then I'll fill it up and fill it and do a bar, because it's not heavy. Aluminum is really light, so that's my plan. I just added another little bit, just for kicks, we'll say. I'll use my spoon there and let that heat up too. It feels like there's a lot of slag in the bottom of the crucible. Which is weird because it usually floats to the top. Give it another minute and I'll pour the heart and see how that comes out. Let's see if the paw print is ready to come out of the mold while I'm waiting. Oh yeah. Nice. I'll lay that over and let it cool. Now let's see about the heart mold. Oh, too much. Too much for the heart. And I gotta wait for it to cool now, because it's not going to come out like that. Alrighty, so I dumped the heart mold back in. I got my paw print, came out nice. This one's not going to go for the weigh-in because this one has another purpose, but I'm going to pour another one for the weigh-in. But just for giggles, this weighs 0.123 pounds, so very lightweight. Pure aluminum. Pure is good, but it's not heavy when it comes to aluminum. I got the crucible filled up again. I got this tub emptied out. So I got one more to go, and I got a little bit in here that I just threw in. I'll throw them slag bits in the aluminum slag bucket now. And then I can just dump this right on in. And these ones I'm going to start putting in the metal bowl because they're, well, I'll put all of it in there because these are little flaky bits, so they're going to melt down like no tomorrow. So, just going to give that a few minutes to melt now. Next time I start pouring them little molds too, I'm going to try to zoom in the way I did last time when I messed it up. So maybe you can see it pouring better this time. I might not fill it as much either, so that'll make a little bit of a difference. Well, I'll try not to fill it as much. Let's try this again, shall we? That worked better. Well, thank you guys for tuning into this episode and continuing to tune into these episodes. I really do appreciate each and every one of you guys. Don't forget to hit that like and subscribe if you're not a subscriber. It's really much appreciated. It all helps the channel. Stay tuned for the next segment of all of these videos. I do appreciate you all. Be safe, have fun, and thank you so much once again. Have a great day, everyone.